It's Morphin Mania time. I'm Captain Logan. Here is my regular co-host DJ.
It's me.
Who needs me to mention him second or he gets all insecure. And then behind me is the Jeff. Greetings, Jeff.
Hello.
Sorry, I know that's weird because we're both in frame together, but really, DJ's just like he's going to cry. So I gotta.
Well, we gotta say the best.
I hate to be the cause of such distress.
Yeah, and I gotta make sure to keep DJ happy, or I'm gonna be talking about Power Rangers by myself, and it gets a little bit redundant. It's nice to have somebody to bounce off of.
We are all alone.
Yeah. Those are the kinds of insights that you can expect to get from the Jeff. Tonight, we are going to tackle the last two parts of Ninja Quest, the 4-part epic that is recapping the movie in its own way. It's a very odd choice. We just got the Tangas last episode. We got Rito Revolto. We are about to be introduced to Ninjor. And we're about to get the ninja powers. DJ, I don't think they even wait all the way until the 4th episode to give us the ninja powers. I think we do it about halfway through.
Yeah, I don't remember, but that'd be cool.
I guess we'll find out. But we certainly get more time with them in the suits than we do in the movie. And then of course a whole rest of the season. Yeah. Except for those 8 episodes at the end where they're children and they can't morph. But we'll get there. That's a thing.
Awesome.
That happens. And as dumb as that sounds, it's my favorite stuff in the whole series. Like, it's saying something when your favorite episodes of a show are the ones where all the main actors leave and are replaced with children.
So it's like the Muppet Babies.
Well, they don't morph. They're not Power Rangers, but
yeah, no, it's different. It's worse than that,
but worse.
And I know a lot of people really like the Muppet Babies, but yeah, it's not like that at all. Unfortunately. Anyway, if you're watching with us, make sure to click on the link in the description. That's going to take you to the Rabbit Room, which will allow you to watch what we're watching as we're watching it, so you don't have to sync up with us. If you're watching after the fact, you do have to sync up with us. Get your Netflix or DVDs, however you're watching it, to episode 6 of season 3, Ninja Quest Part 3, and get ready to press play when I say now. Here we go. Everybody, please press play right now.
The face Aisha makes is just so strange.
Yeah, there are a few of those.
And I ought to know, I make a few strange faces myself.
But I mean, most of these people aren't actors any more than you are, Jeff.
This is apparent.
DJ, we're in that place again where we've had the same intro for so long.
I know. I'm waiting for the new intro. Maybe we'll have something to say.
No, it's a real challenge.
As Vince would say, talk amongst yourselves.
To do an interesting commentary, just on this material as formulaic as it is every episode.
Oh, so we have a kind of a similar waterfall-looking set to the movie.
They walked through the wall, and now they're
That's
outside
true.
again.
It at least looks like... Yeah, that's a good point you're making. At least we're in a place that looks different from anywhere we've been so far. That's nice. You don't turn around and see what...
temple thing could indicate a temple.
You might be onto something.
It looks like they're in the backyard of the man in Chinatown, where he has that pond in his backyard. You've seen Chinatown, right?
Yeah, it's been a long time. I was thinking Karate Kid.
Yeah,
probably the same one.
No, it's not.
When did Chinatown come out?
And now, for
during the Han Dynasty, I think.
I like how we went to Sentai footage for the opening of a door. Chinatown is what, 78?
74.
Oh, okay, yeah, a little bit earlier than that. It's a great film, but I haven't seen that in probably 5 or 6 years.
Netflix Roulette, you did on that.
Yeah, that's where I first saw that.
We should bring that show back. That's a great show.
The only reason we quit that is because Netflix doesn't have as many classic movies, and they change out too often.
Oh, okay.
So as soon as we do it, it's liable to be obsolete.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's the reason we went to He Made Me Watch. He Made Me Watch is the replacement for Netflix Roulette. Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Oh, here he
He
comes.
does sound like Marvin the Martian.
Yep.
I can't help you. I'm a tenor.
Okay, so I know I'm a broken record DJ, but open with Zordon.
Every time.
Every time, just say Zordon.
He's like a genie ninja.
I was gonna say, doesn't this look like the beginning of a sitcom?
I've got a ninja in a bottle. You gotta rub me the right way.
That's Ninjor. And what? The director didn't say, cut? That's not how you pronounce it. Everyone else has said it the same way until you said Ninja.
That makes me very angry indeed.
Yeah.
5.
So
You did
DJ, I'm probably wrong about this, but this strikes me as the first time, or at least it becomes really regular as we're going along, that like we will introduce a character and actually have the suit already when we shoot our footage. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when we take something from them, like usually we will use all Sentai footage, and then down the road we'll maybe get the costume.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. I guess the season was already ended by the time this started.
Tom Essential says, I like this guy's attitude. Yeah, because he feels like he has personality of any kind. That's the rule, is if you look like an alien or a monster or a walking robot, you're allowed to have some kind of personality.
But they did your thing. They said Zordon and it didn't work.
Oh, wow.
Your heart speak with truth.
Who did this voice? It's amazing.
Fantasy man!
I don't know, but it's
man.
probably somebody we've heard 150 times. And we just don't realize it. You know, it's pretty arrogant no matter who you are. Or at least it sounds pretty arrogant to me to be like, let's see if the power of me lives in your souls. Let's start saying that to people. Well, if the power of Captain Logan lies in your soul, we really got something here.
I do not detect the power of Captain Logan in your soul.
Did you see the neighborhood putty watch poster?
Oh my gosh.
That's a prop I'd like to have.
See, that's kind of stuff. I would love to design this stuff. Like someone has to design this stuff. Why can't I do it?
Especially because yours would look better.
How do I crack into this business?
I don't know, you probably have to work in advertising for a while first, right? Like you got to do something really stale and boring.
Bulkmeyer and Skelovich.
Yeah. That's always been their names.
Oh. And then the Skelovich walks in the moonlit night. And I like fun.
Hey, I like fun.
You know, I'm beginning to think these guys might not be giants.
I like the giant sign that says "Just say no."
Yeah.
To what? Like
We're gonna hear hut 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 like
a lot,
A lot.
through this episode. Yeah,
Wow. It's like those Nazis in the Blues Brothers.
but it's like that. Yeah, but it's like that slogan was so everywhere in the 90s. You don't even have to mention drugs anymore. We all know what "Just say no" means.
So we do get stoned this early. Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know, and I knew we did. I just knew that last guy was not.
Oh, because I remember this
Well,
scene.
everybody must get stoned.
This is
Oh yeah, because now they gotta get their head shaved because they're gonna be police officers. Yeah. So we gotta watch this, which is irritating.
I wonder if they had to convince Paul Schreier to do this. Like how long they had to talk to him about it.
He always strikes me as a guy who's kind of in for anything, though. So it probably didn't take a lot of I mean, Paul Schreier was just excited to be on TV, man. Like,
It's just growing that hair. I don't know. I've never
I mean,
grown
he
my hair.
probably thought about it for a minute, but he's like, I'm on
Not like they
TV,
have
whatever.
any dignity to lose.
Well, yeah, precisely. But you
Yeah,
know, I've seen a lot of TV shows that do this kind of thing where we spend like a lot of time on a scene like this because we only have one take to do it, and we treat it almost, this is gonna sound silly, we treat it almost like a special effects scene where like it's a big deal because we only get one shot at it.
Got opera music playing in the background.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
Oh man.
And I wish I didn't.
Oh, it's awful. Yeah. Well, and you remember Smallville ripped it off from the Elizabeth movie.
Yep.
And I'm not entirely sure what's going on
ripped it off from
in
somewhere.
that movie. Yeah, I think they did. But there was something like artistic and about the way it's done there.
Kate Blanchett is
Smallville's
not
just
happy
ripping
unless
stuff
she's
off.
playing a really disturbing character.
That's exactly right.
And
Yeah.
that's why that scene needed to be there.
But it was really memorable. You know,
Yeah.
like the way that movie, I don't totally get it, but the way that movie ends, like it really sticks with you. But unfortunately, I saw Smallville rip it off first.
Yep.
And then I went to Elizabeth and I was like, oh, that makes this way worse. And both of them, I think, are using the Requiem.
I think that's right.
I think it even ripped off the classical music that's playing in the background. So why does Bulk's hair have to be so much shorter than Skull's?
Yeah, it's weird that they gave them style preferences.
The fatter guy you
yeah.
are, the more they're going to take.
Is that how it is?
Yeah, you look better with a shave.
We saw this already. We saw exactly this shot already.
Meanwhile, Ninjor's place.
Meanwhile, in the dark dimension with
Is
furnishings,
this whole temple area in that wall, or was that wall just they just go through that wall?
this will be in the intro. We will see this a billion times. So he's just saying things. We're gonna pretend like they're deep and meaningful, but he's just gonna say things.
I am ninja.
Yeah.
I am pure of heart.
Yeah, because ninjas were totally pure of heart.
Yeah,
They weren't assassins or anything.
yeah. We like to change the meaning of ninja a lot, but Power Rangers takes it to the nines.
Yeah, they
To
were
the
paid.
ninja.
Yeah. I almost said that, but I thought it was stupid, so thanks for saying
That's
that.
what I'm here for. Picking off that low-hanging fruit. Ever seen Noel Fielding's luxury comedy? Watch that sometime.
Okay.
This voice will take a totally new meaning.
Hey, look, it's like we were told to stand on marks or something.
Better than standing on angles. Oh.
Yeah. Because ninjas are better than dinosaurs. So
Oh, shizzle.
I don't know if you caught it earlier, but Ninjor is apparently the guy who created the power in the first place. I don't know why it's not ninja themed from the beginning then.
He was
I
on a
heard them
dinosaur kick at the
Say
time.
that he created the power
Oh.
coins.
Yeah. Why wouldn't it have always been ninja related?
Oh. With a name like Ninjor, you'd expect.
Yeah. So this is my favorite Megazord. Or one of them. I guess it's my favorite Mighty Morphin Megazord. I mean, I go back and forth, but
Yeah.
I've got so much nostalgia for it. Every time I go back to this, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I love this Megazord. The Falcon Zord is probably the coolest single Zord.
You don't like the frog?
I mean, the frog's fun, but the Falcon Zord looks like the coolest toy. I mean, it's all about selling toys. That's the most toyetic thing they made for this show.
Bears are known for their kind.
Yeah, I
At least
had
for third season.
I had the Shogun Megazord though. It also connected to that.
Did you really?
Yeah. It was really cool.
Hey, as silly as you might think that looks, it looks way better than the CG we did at the end of the movie with the same Megazord. It's awful.
Yeah, you got to show him that if you can.
I-
See if
so
it's
Oh
like-
no, I'm gonna make Jeff sit down and watch that movie. I'm gonna do it.
So Crane, Viper,
It's required
Monkey.
watching. The Ape Zord, the Crane, the Frog, the Falcon, the.
So
what
does
am
that
I
make
missing?
him Oogway or Master Chief?
What am I missing? What is Aisha's Zord?
Bear.
Chief the Bear.
Oh, the bear. That's right. That's right.
So it's almost the Chinese fighting styles, but not really.
This is Japanese, so it's a little different.
Yeah, but was this the one that was based on a season
that
that
was
tried to
Dire-
do Chinese things, or was that something else?
That was season 2, Die Ranger.
That's right.
Look, Ninjor's doing your things, Cap.
Ooh.
He's like you.
Yeah, I'm sure that's where I got. No, I got a little more from 60s Batman, really, but Adam West is more subtle about it. Grim Death says Power Rangers posing is always the equivalent of we need a YouTube thumbnail. That's true.
Why is Rocky the only one that said "We are one" at the end?
I don't know.
Just making himself look more dumb.
Look into your
Cardenas has to find some way to look more, to look stupider.
Ninja.
And I don't think it's always his fault. I think they give him stupid lines.
Yeah, he said, "I'm the ape, we are one." No one else said that.
They wrote way too much dialogue for the amount of time they decided to make that scene, so they're all like trying to cram it in as fast as possible. Like
Pizza.
I'm the great adjutant. Okay, we've moved on now, Kimberly. Stop talking. We've moved on.
Oh, they're doing the half jumping jacks.
Yeah, and I think here in a little bit, Bulk and Skull actually get a song. Like I don't mean they sing, but like there's a song for them.
Yeah, isn't it like Pick It Up, like the
Bulk and Skull, yeah,
from Jungle Book?
And I don't know if we ever use it again. I think it's just for this episode. It's weird we wrote something just for this scene. No, you're right. It's like pick it up.
I can't remember what it is.
Bulk and Skull. Yeah, I forget exactly how it goes.
Till the bitter end.
So, Jeff, now we've got mid-morph costumes because we got to do something that sort of looks like ninjas.
Oh, well.
And then when we morph but then when we morph into our regular costumes, they're just going to look like our regular costumes.
Here's their song.
I was going to say,
got to be him, isn't it?
I don't want to believe it. I don't.
Gotta be.
If I ever see him again, I'm going to ask him, and then I'm going to cry when he says yes. I'm going to be like, okay, Ron Wasserman was watch the Tanga U, and he's going to be like, yes. And we'll be like, okay, well, everybody gets one. Because I love Wasserman. You know what, though? He does his job, right? Like,
got to do what he's got to do. So here we'll see all these extra powers.
Made any sense here?
Yeah, but the problem is we have to listen to it all season. It just every time we get the Tangas, we have to listen to this, and it's not like we had a putty song.
Yeah,
you know, like Wasserman had like 6 different songs that we used with, and they were great. And that's where we had Fight and Hope for the World, and like all that stuff was putty fights. We don't get any of those good songs when we fight Tangas. I don't think it ever happens. I think it's always the stupid Watch the Tanga song.
So here we go. I'm interested to see if these powers ever come back. We're going to see some new powers here. He's about to just disappear.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And
leave his costume behind.
Can you only use them when you're in the midwarf?
Yeah, I'm assuming.
That makes you seem more powerful than when you're morphed into a Power Ranger.
See, she can like teleport.
Yeah, I remember this. DJ, I don't remember what your take is on this. I feel like we've had this conversation, but when I was a kid, I liked the mid-morphs enough. I thought they could have just been the suits for the season.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed when they brought back the regular suits again. Not that they're not great. It's just like, I don't need to see them anymore. I've seen them for 2 years.
Yeah. But it lets them cut more corners and use stock footage and stuff.
I don't know if they use stock footage this late in the game. Well, I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah, that's a theory. I don't know if I'm right about it.
Because they wouldn't be able to be on screen with any of this stuff if it was stock footage.
Ugly birdies in the sky. What?
Later on, we'll get the shiny armor, which is kind of cool, but it's basically just glitter on the costumes.
Yeah, the slow-mo costumes.
Ain't no stopping the bear.
Yeah. And we are one or something.
We are one.
Like what are you, Transformers? Like
we are
Cheetah Girls tour.
Still all are one. Oh, and we did the mess up the command center thing, but of course it can't look as cool as it does in the movie.
Your individuality will be added to our own.
So Zordon didn't know that. He had to view it.
Wait, he thought it was a myth? Zordon didn't know if... Okay, so that means Zordon went this whole time not knowing who made the power coins? Or did he know about Ninjor but just wasn't sure if the temple was there?
I don't know. When do they say the thing about the power coins? Is that later?
I thought Ninjor was just something my parents told me.
I
as a
assumed we
child.
talked over it, but I'm pretty sure it comes up. That's a thing I know. I must have gotten it from somewhere.
That's right.
Let's hope. Let's
Put
hope.
the tooth under your pillow.
I'm pretty sure I'm not making that up. I'm almost positive that's actually canon. But yeah, this goes in line with a lot of the mythology in this show, where we're really vague about stuff, but Zordon and Alpha act like they know what they're talking about, even when they contradict each other.
See, they just run
themselves.
Oh, ha, ha.
Bird humor.
I see what you did there. So yeah, you're right. They're going to fly away every time.
Fly away now. Fly
Which makes them-
away.
Which makes them just like lesser Goldars, right? Like they're not even putties in the season.
The poor actor in the Ninjor suit has to like sashay his hips to get those. Why did they give him such big hip? Like his legs are so huge. It's nothing but
Part
leg
of his
day for
identity.
Ninjor.
Again, it's not the American footage fault, you know.
I mean, that's just the suit. I don't know why they made the suit.
It's not our. It's not the fault of our production. Look
Now,
within
this is
yourself.
We're gonna morph as the ninjas,
They do that frequently.
but it gets rid of the problem with not having their same clothes.
It does. It's weird that became a problem and then we got away from it again.
Yeah. Well,
I've been looking within myself, and I can't see. I'm not changing into anything. Obviously, I'm not pure enough of heart.
You don't have enough Ninjor in your soul.
Nah.
Here, just hold him closer. Just cling to him a little bit. See if you have some Ninjor in your soul. Cinematographic says, Sentai be crazy, y'all.
Oh, it's the Vampirian. What is it? Vampiri?
Oh, I forgot there was another egg, but it takes longer to hatch, you know, so we got like a ticking time bomb.
Monsters
didn't-
be
yeah.
winging, yo.
Oblivious
Monsters
Rangers
be
didn't
winging.
see it. Oh, here we go. Our first blooper.
No, we had one earlier, a couple episodes ago.
I thought the whole thing was.
Or is this just an alternate take?
That's fair. Yeah, I think it's just an alternate take.
No, it's not.
It's broken.
Those are fun, and as I've always said, this is the kind of show that it's very appropriate to end with bloopers.
Like blue.
You know, because like these people have to have a good time in order for us to have a good time, and it's, you know, this is the kind of show that always feels to some degree like a little self-indulgent. So when we see these people behind the scenes, we're like, okay, so like they're having a good time, and you know they're making it for, you know, kids, but kind of themselves, but not really. Anyway, all right, so let's go to the last part of Ninja Quest.
We may as well enjoy this because we're not getting paid.
Yeah, exactly. No, there's a lot of we'll make whatever you tell us to because we're getting a paycheck, you know, in this show. All right, so the fourth episode of Ninja Quest, it's episode 7 of season 3. Get ready to press play when I say now. If you're watching after the fact, here we go. Everybody, please press play right now. So you didn't have enough Ninja in your soul, so now you're just resorting to Saba. Is
That's right.
that what you're doing? Okay, so we got our season 3 intro now.
Here we go.
I'm trying to use
Man, they really are on point with
motivation.
their introductions.
Yep, and that's true all the way through with all the other shows as well. And we're cutting more than we've ever cut before.
Yeah,
DJ.
this is like 95. The state-of-the-art
Hey.
editing software.
Oh,
Yeah,
hi.
the rip-
How are you over there?
Aisha's taken like a high school, you know, senior pictures. I'm like,
Shark
oh,
Cycle.
the shark cycles, which we hardly ever use.
Yeah.
I like
is
them
it
though.
Spoiler alert, they have their cop uniforms.
That's not that big of a spoiler, right? Like,
I don't know. I had my doubts.
see, you should have your doubts, but this show is going to go all the way. Rockman says cops and donuts. Who would have thought? Yeah, because we
Somebody
got to
in-
do every cliche thing we can think of.
Somebody in the rabbit room said, "Is this the movie?" Kind of.
Look, it still looks better than the movie, Jeff. It really does.
Oh boy.
I can't wait. Tell me what he thinks of it when you guys see it.
Oh, I'm gonna make him watch it.
I like the wolf. The wolf's cool.
Yeah,
I just like wolves. I recently read Call of the Wild.
At least they're not all coming from different corners of the earth now. Like, it looks like they were all in the same place in the first place.
Yeah. You know.
That's cool. I like the red eyes.
Hanging out with bears and apes. The ape looks nothing like an ape. He just looks like a dude with swords.
Yeah, and that's the one that doesn't feel like it matches the rest of it as well.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't look like the movie at all.
Not like the
The movie is an actual ape.
Well, I think part of the problem is it's one of those Zords that kind of looks like almost its own Megazord. Because it's because it's like humanoid shaped in the first place.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what that thing is underneath the bear's chin.
I don't know what that is. It's like a weird necklace thing.
It's like the St. Bernards had the barrel.
Well, I think the ape will ride it sometimes and hold on to that thing.
Oh, it does. And remember, because it spins its staff when it does that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's like its reins.
Mr. Roboto puts in a $2 super chat. I don't understand this. He says, "The Jeff, are you like the Wolverine minus the healing?" Oh, because he's the Jeff?
That's exactly not right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he does shoot out claws, but it not only hurts every time, but it gets really infected and we have to take him to the hospital. We have asked him.
Just stops covering that.
Yeah, after the third or fourth time, we asked him to please quit doing that and never do it again.
So now I just use this.
This one's creepy.
What is that?
It's going to be a big creepy monster that came out of an egg. Yes, Thomas, the frog did shoot fire, and I don't remember, DJ, if it ever does that again.
Who knows?
I think the Zords might be like the Rangers in Mid-Morph with their powers, where like we just don't use them very often.
It's just a Richard Lester thing.
We just use whatever power we need in the moment.
Whatever we need. I'm pretty sure Adam gets gigantic at one point and then never does it again.
I thought you were going to say, I think that's true. I thought you were going to say, and then there's the part where Adam shoots out like a giant plastic Power Ranger lightning bolt that goes over a monster, and then we never see that again.
30 million cool beats.
Wouldn't put it past him. Now that was very impressive that Rito just did a backflip in that costume.
That's really funny. Yeah, that is impressive.
Rito is awesome. Have you got him in the game yet? He's awesome.
I'm going to ask my utility company if they have any cool BTUs for me.
No, we're going to, again, like with Zed, defang him real quick, but it's not going to be because he's too scary. It's going to be because, he's too powerful to use on a regular basis.
Yeah.
His powers will get dropped real fast.
Well, he's basically Goldar. Like, Goldar never dies. He just leaves every time.
Yeah.
Oh, nice little
That's true, but I didn't feel like Goldar had as many abilities and was as hard to beat as Rito.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have a tank on his arm.
I mean, it's all real arbitrary.
Grenades on his belt. Oh, they just cut his tank off.
I just think he's using a lot more stuff than we'll see him use later, right?
Yeah. This is weird.
Yeah, I always hate that with like the 2D drawn animals that they just flash up the screen before somebody gets punched. I don't know why we do that.
That's Sentai footage. But
we can't actually show the Falcon attaching, so we just got to do like a flash, and then it's attached now.
This will start the trend of man. This is the most mobile Megazord I've ever seen.
I know, it's part of why I like it so much. Well, it's real small, and that means that it's easier for the guy in the suit to move around.
He just did like a triple spin roundhouse kick.
Hey, why do we do that?
The Velvet Ape.
But that'll start the trend of the hands doing like special things. different things because they're different.
That's true.
Because the first Megazord, the arms are the same thing.
I know. Isn't that cool and trippy? I don't know what it looks like.
Effects animation, and then we had a bad tattoo. And
It's like a 80s hairband cover.
It looks like the sludge monster from Ferngully.
Where suddenly he's got where and very little in this show does. There's this weird anachronism of this really wholesome sitcom with this badass Metallica-esque music.
And then a skull with a rose in its
yeah, he's got a rose in his tits. It's crazy. I wonder if anybody's. Oh, I guess that song's going to be in this episode, isn't it? I wonder if somebody's got that tattoo, DJ.
The Rito?
Yeah, the Rito tattoo with the rose in his teeth.
Oh, that's what it is. You got it. Good.
I'm so glad you were here to see that. That was one of the weirdest things in this when I was a kid.
Superman.
Yeah, this also will get stuck in it. That's right, shape it up. I forgot about that. And of course, Bulk's going to get through all of this, and he's going to be a junior police officer, but he's never going to lose any weight. It's sort of like the hurling problem in
Bulk's actually doing great hurdling this thing. Did you see, Skull? Did you see Skull jump it twice already?
Yeah.
He already knows his way to the donut shop.
Vampirus, that's what it is.
Great cosmos!
Yeah, and the name doesn't really go that much with this monster. Like, I guess he kind of has a vampire cape thing, but it's not really. It doesn't really look like a vampire monster to me.
He has like a bat motif a little bit.
Okay,
but it's kind of weird.
It's not ugly. It's alternative beauty.
I mean, they can't all be the Invencible Flytrap.
Oh, I know, which is just the best. We never get better than that name. It's the best. If you come to enough of these, you're just going to get used to this, and it's not going to phase you anymore. Like,
it's normal.
I'm going to have to reboot after that one.
It is my absolute favorite name for a monster. It's not my favorite monster, but
it's kind of weird looking.
See the Invincible Flytrap?
Maybe you did. I can't. Well, I don't remember.
Well, that's why I brought it up.
Something that was like
Isn't that the beginning of season 2?
I think it was last time he was here. That's why I brought it up.
Oh, okay.
I think you're right.
You just forgot about it, and then it hit you wrong.
Yeah, it's like, when you're drinking water and laughing at the same time. And then your sensors pick up a disturbance.
What is Alpha holding? What is that tool?
It looked like a ice scraper with lights on it.
Why are we? Why
disturbance on the windshield?
Why is the viewing globe showing us the establishing shot of the school that we get at the beginning of a lot of episodes?
Well,
that helicopter shot.
Zordon actually shot that shot from the viewing globe.
Why does Zordon just have
anything on Earth?
Zordon just has helicopters like filming for the viewing globe.
He's just got drones. He's an aspiring cinematographer.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That Zordon would have drones.
That's why he's always peeping on people.
Kind of feel bad about the extras who play the regular decent cadets in this. Like they'll be doing something, and then Lenny and Squiggy are just blasting through them.
Yeah, but they're the main characters, so.
Wow, we just heard like a foghorn sound effect.
Well, yeah.
Hut.
There's so many of them, DJ.
Not just
we'll never
Nazis.
See any of them again.
Illinois Nazis.
This is just such a specific song, and we'll have no reason to use it again.
You got.
That is unusual. We just don't do that very often. I guess they thought that because this was going to take up so much of this episode, they needed something to pad it out a little bit and like keep us as engaged as possible.
More volleyball.
Skull just clapping and saying he's so athletic about Bulk was pretty funny.
That's really funny. Because he's still just living for Bulk. At least he doesn't repeat everything he says anymore.
Yeah, he's like the Gaston's henchman to Bulk. What's that guy's name?
That's true. He is a lot like that.
He's my worst nightmare. Look at that.
Who's the guy that plays Ferris Bueller? Mr. Stone has given me like a...
Yeah.
What's his name? cannot remember his name. He plays Simba in The Lion King.
Yeah, I don't know his
Oh,
name either.
Matthew Broderick?
Yes, I'm getting a Matthew Broderick vibe from
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I couldn't remember. I've never seen that movie, but like I know what it is, so I couldn't remember.
We'll make
who
you
that was.
watch it. And then we'll make you watch the sequel, Simba's Pride.
And then of course he's got a
Ferris Bueller too. Simba's Pride.
this vampire monster has to have
gosh.
that Igor thing. We've used that voice 3 or 4 times. Mr. Roboto puts in a $2 super chat. Cap or DJ, did you ever get a Rito figure or make one? I never had the Rito figure.
Yeah, I never saw one. Has there one?
I think they had one, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have one.
I had a bag of Fritos. Computers.
They fixed them really fast, too. Yay!
She was the only one excited. Everyone else was just...
Yeah, I always hesitate to use the phrase out of character with the show. But that felt out of character, if that's possible. Aye, vampires. No, that'd be bad.
Oh, so if Ninjor dies, they lose their powers?
That would make you think every episode would be Zed and Rita going after the temple and us trying to stop them. I don't think they keep doing that. But that's probably what they should do, is just try to blow up the temple.
But they can't find the wall. They send Rito and Goldar to look for the wall, but they just bumble around for the whole season.
That's what, they just throw things
They just
through
keep
it.
coming up with all the other Pink Floyd albums.
They just keep throwing bombs through the wall.
He
And
has a
the
vampire
show's
bat.
over.
He has a
And
bat wing.
we're done.
Oh, he has little hearts on him.
That's a thing we start doing a lot, where when we call our Zords, we just shoot energy out of our hands for no reason.
Well, you gotta... It's like pheromones. The Zords have to come to something.
Oh.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
So is what you're saying, DJ, that the rules have changed, but because they're so ambiguous like they always have been, you can't really tell that they've changed?
No, they invite you to make up your own rules.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go with your pheromone idea.
Straight off the top of the dome. But we'll stick with it.
That was real well thought out, DJ.
Whoa, it's the Crane Zord. Why is the Crane Zord there?
What do you
It
mean?
has to transform into the head.
Why wouldn't it be there?
Why does oh, that's why. Okay, that's right. The eagle is not one of the Rangers Zords in the Sentai. It's just like it's like Tor. It's like a 6th Zord.
Oh, okay.
That's why, because it went from the eagle and it cut right back to...
Okay, so this is what we were debating
He's on
about.
a cloud.
I thought it was a rock when I was a kid.
I mean, it looks awfully rocky for a cloud, but
We're basically into Mario physics territory at this point.
hey, you, get off of my cloud.
It's a very rocky cloud.
Mr. Roboto wants to know if they made a Ninja toy. Yes, they
Oh,
did.
the ninja.
Yeah,
Look at that.
and look, spoiler alert, but look, battle mode. Ooh.
And his thunder thighs go down. There you go. Oh, we're about to see it.
Doing it. I'm doing it as he's doing it. Look at that.
This helmet does that whoosh thing.
See, it's a toy commercial, and it was not false advertising. This does that.
Look at that.
Mr. Roboto says, neat. I'm glad I hung on to this. I almost sold this at a yard sale years ago, and I'm glad I hung on to it.
Is that your original?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool. Wish I still had my
I've got
Shogun.
Auric, too. I'll bring him out when we get to Zeo.
Still really kind of stuck on all those hearts on that guy's outfit.
Oh, the hearts?
Yeah, the vampirist thing.
So, DJ, I'm still
Wait for all
confused
that.
about what your hang-up was with the Crane Zord.
Oh no, it was just the shot where the Falcon Zord, like, I thought it was the Falcon for a second. It just turned into the Crane Zord.
Oh, but you said crane, so I couldn't figure out what the problem was? Okay.
Yeah.
Little hearts on him.
You'll never see the Falcon Zord come out with them because it's not part of the 5 Power Ranger Zords.
Yeah.
It always comes separate, which
No,
is
they
why.
treat it like the Dragon Zord.
Yeah. Which it is.
Except he doesn't have to use a flute to call it, and it doesn't come out of the water. But it does come in front of the sun, wherever it was in the first place.
So is that our first CG in the show? Is Ninja transforming like that?
You know, I think maybe it is.
Could be.
It doesn't look horrible, like compared to.
And they think this Ed thing is hilarious. He will keep doing that the whole season. And Zed will keep freaking out because he can't say his name right.
And then he says right here, I got it.
Call boy.
I mean, it's funny enough here, but they just keep doing it.
It's just a power play. Rito is doing it on purpose. Well, he was friendly that time.
Yeah, I don't know if it was ever a smaller Ninja figure. Because that's like almost Zord scale. Actually, I guess it is Zord scale. It's not Mega Zord scale, but... Or yes, no, the Megazords were a little bit taller than this. But I guess some of them were different sizes.
Yeah, well, he turns into samurai mode, so he gets big at that point.
Yeah.
That's probably why they did that.
But like I said, I don't know if they ever made an action figure of him.
We are what now?
Oh.
A power ninja.
Is that a thing that Rocky heard him say earlier, and then he's just like
he thought he was
really into the propaganda? Like he's gonna start putting it on signs, just put it up everywhere.
We are family.
Wow, he said family and friends right as you said that.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I have some powers.
So has this been like just 2 days of training? How are they ready?
Yeah, or was it 2 months of fighting Rito and the vampire monster?
Maybe so. Maybe they were on that planet for a long time. We just had to shut it down.
They were at Vasquez Rock for a while there.
Looking for cracks that might indicate openings.
So it's nice of the Power Rangers and Ernie to show up to support Bulk and Skull, since, as Eric always likes to point out, they've basically been Bulk and Skull's bullies themselves most of this time. This tells you that if they can make it, anyone can make it.
Man, with the tie bars and everything. Super fan.
Yeah.
And the Zig Heil and the... Wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we didn't mention the military
workplace violence
design with Rito. But Mr. Roboto brought that up, and he says Rito's design is a military skeleton, which is totally metal. That's true. That is very metal kind of idea.
Well, he's got grenades on his belt and like on his arm, flamethrower on his arm.
Yeah, he's got a camouflage design.
It's too bad they couldn't have sprung for Arlie Ermy to be the drill guy for the cops.
That did it.
Yeah, there we go. See, yeah, DJ, I still say that is technically better than the movie.
I like it. It's sentimental for me.
It doesn't have Ivanus, though.
We've established I don't know why it's sentimental for me, but it is.
I mean, again, it kind of started my big obsession with Power Rangers, so that's why it's special to me. And also, I love Rito.
And then Zeo is when you like really. That's your favorite, right?
Zeo, well, it was when I was a kid, certainly, yeah. And aesthetically, it is. That's really my jam. Going back to it, it doesn't hold up as well, or any better than these do, anyway. I mean, I remembered thinking it was like a way better show than Mighty Morphin. That's not true. It's pretty much just an extension.
Yeah, it was just different, and you're like, oh, this is cool. They don't have those stupid ninja things anymore.
Space is legitimately a big step up from those shows.
Oh, I love Space. Yeah, Space is great.
Don't you think? I'm excited to go through that.
I'm excited to get there because you haven't seen it all the way through, have you?
I haven't. I've never watched all of it.
I'm excited.
Yeah, Power Rangers in Space is basically Power Rangers really ripping off Star Trek, and they have and like most of the things to get really excited about Power Rangers is when they rip off things you like. No, that's not true. But
that's fair.
But they have a ship in that they fly around in that is very much Voyager. Like they pretty much just rip off Voyager, and it looks like Voyager corridors.
It's a pretty cool set, though.
It is a cool set, yeah. But they have a it's the Astro Mega ship, and it turns into a Megazord. They have a ship that turns into it's pretty cool. But anyway, so there we go. That is it for
Ninja Quest.
Ninja Quest.
With Destiny.
Yeah, so Brush with Destiny is our next show. We're going to do that tomorrow, along with Passing the Lantern. If you're watching live with us, stick around. We're going to do one more this evening. And if you're watching after the fact, thanks for being with us. And we will see you again tomorrow or Monday, depending on how it falls, because I don't have the schedule in front of me right now.
Tomorrow is Thursday. We'll be doing day 34. So
Sweet. Thanks, DJ.
yes, sir.
Wait, day what?
Day 34. I mean, no.
34.
I'm looking at the wrong season.
I was going to say there's no way.
Day 59, you're right. But it's
Is
still
it Thursday?
Yes.
Okay.
Get the hang of Thursdays.
Man, I can't believe we're on season 3 already. That's just
Yeah, I know. It's absolutely nuts. Yep. Well, anyway, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We sure appreciate it. I was Captain Logan. This was the Jeff and the DJ.
I was the DJ.
He was the DJ. We'll see you later, folks. Bye.
Watch that tango. Watch that tango.
No.